Hello everybody, welcome to Bitcoin Daily, 9 a.m. Central P time on the dollar. We do this show every day, Monday to Friday, because we gotta know what's happening in Bitcoin, altcoins, and everything else. Guys, how you doing? Hope you're doing well. There's not much happening on the chart, so we're gonna just look at it, quick and dirty. Are we breaking, this channel towards upside? Is this channel correct? And I don't think the channel is actually correct, but it might be correct, and it does look kind of good. So we might have a nice pump, at least for a little while. So we're gonna look at that. How's everybody doing? Jet, Badge, Guitar, Way, let's go. How you doing, man? Jurgen, yeah boy, what's up? Salvar, what's up? Prison, looking at Samoid coin. It moved yesterday. Well, it moved yesterday, then it's pretty much over. I was looking at a coin called Dex Tools, and I wanted to buy the coin, but I was like, yeah, you know what, I'm not into these meme coins anymore, and what is it? I just pick one coin, doesn't matter. And because over here, Ben is number one, so we can check out Ben. And there was this coin called PP. That is Papi coin. Let's see how Ben is doing. Ben did a new high. Ben is the coin of Ben from the Ben Armstrong from the BitBoy. But Papi, I was look at this thing over here, man. I wanted to buy it yesterday and I didn't buy it, and I want to buy it down here, guys. I wanted to buy it over here. I saw this coin yesterday and I was like, you know what, I should probably get into it. Look at this coin, man, and I didn't buy it. And of course right now I'm having regrets and stuff like that. This 6x from the bottom towards the top, but there is that. There's always some kind of meme coin, something like that, that pumps, dumps, and stuff like that. But this was very, very early. They had the nice websites, they had, a lot of community, stuff like that. So this just explode towards the upside. So, I didn't buy that, so we're not gonna talk about that. But there is always some kind of coin that's, pumping and not, and stuff like that. So there is that. Samoid coin, but if it's down at the bottom, it's good. But if it moved already, like, is it good, still? I don't know about that. So, I like to buy bottom. So if I miss the bottom, I'm like, F this, man. There will come another coin another time that will pump and it will have nice gains. But, be careful about coins that already moved, right? Made 5 for X on Samo. Prison, that's very nice. Good morning, CryptoRus. What's up? Debuting. What's up? I've been doing some gardening work lately, enjoying the weather, so that is that. Aaron Barry, hi, how you doing, man? I'm stuck in Inch, don't know whether to hodl or bail. Inch coin, yeah, that was the layer one chain. You're stuck in it. When did you buy? You see this downtrending channel up here. I had a nice pump up here, but right now I think it's just bigger channel over here that goes something like this over here towards downside. So it is on the support. It is on the support. Down here, where is the support? Maybe it did broke the support. Let's see up here. I would like to draw this way up here. It looks like it already broke the support, because you see up here, this line looks very legit. This on the 4-hour time frame. Look how nicely, came out down, retested up here, retested 2 times. If it breaks this line over here, it might actually dump more. So you might be looking at 4 something or something like that. But this downtrending, move up here, this channel up here, if it breaks out of the channel, it might be bad. Regret for not buying are better than regrets for buying. I don't know about that. Like it was, Papi was yesterday was almost like a sure thing, and I was like sitting there and I was like, but the reason I didn't buy Papi, I gotta be honest with you guys. The reason I didn't buy Papi is because I was lazy. This is the truth. I wanted to buy Papi, like everything was, but I was like, yeah, but I have to log on MetaMask, I gotta go Uniswap, I gotta buy coin, I gotta put, and I was just like not in the mood for buying anything yesterday. So I was like, I just let it go. It happens. I was lazy. So, there will come another Papi, there will come another Pepe, there will be another coins, guys. The best thing you can learn in crypto is, to weather the storm and don't buy the tops. I look at my Shiba Tab plants daily like they're my newborn baby. Ashitaba plants. What kind of plants are those? My wife just planted some tomatoes, some peppers, and something else. I think it was not sunscreen, but that sunflower plant yesterday in the garden. We always plant something in the garden, so that we can eat. What kind of plant is this? Ashitaba. Yeah, they look nice. They remind me of something else though. But yeah, what is Ashitaba plant? What's it good for? Ashitaba is a large herb that grows primarily in the central region of Japan. Its root, leaf, and stem are used to make medicine. Ashitaba is used for persistent heartburn, stomach ulcer, high blood pressure, constipation, and many other conditions. Oh, that's nice. So, you know, medicine man. We're gonna call you medicine man from now on. If anybody, guys, if anybody needs any kind of medicine, you know, medicine, you know, go to the Debutin. He got the good stuff. The green stuff. Mark Harris, how many breaks you had already? I don't know, too many. Yeah, I get that. What's so special about this plant? Just a bunch of leaves. Yeah, looks like mint. Stinging nettle is best. Yeah. So before we start, I'm gonna give you words of wisdom. Money makes you happy. You always hear people say money doesn't make you happy. Guys, that's not true. Money makes you very, very happy. Now, a lot of poor people will say, nah, money doesn't make you happy. And you'll see also a lot of rich people say money doesn't make you happy because they already got money, right? It's like me saying a house doesn't make you happy because I have a house and sometimes I'm not happy, you know. But would I be really, if I was homeless, you know, the house would make me pretty much happy. The house would make me very happy if I was homeless, right? People say like, yeah, the girlfriend doesn't make you happy. Well, it might not make you happy, but if you do not have any girlfriend, you know, if you don't have a girlfriend, you wanted that girlfriend, right? It will make you happy if she's a nice girlfriend, of course, right? So, money will make you happy. Money is happiness. Don't believe people that trying to tell you that, you know, money does make you happy, house doesn't make you happy, girlfriend does make you... The only way to make you happy is meditate, you know, 10 hours a day, live in a Buddhist monk somewhere in China for 7 years, and that's the only way to experience true happiness. You're just gonna lose 7 years of your life and think you'll find some kind of happiness. No, you're gonna lose your life. You know, money makes you happy, house makes you happy, girlfriends make you happy. Like all of these, you know, materialistic thing does make you in fact happy. Get the money, guys, get the money. That's my thing, you know. So don't listen to people that says money doesn't make you happy, because money in fact 100% makes you happy. Okay, so everybody, when you're next time you're in a bar and you see somebody to say money doesn't make you happy, stuff like that, no, money makes you so happy, so happy. Get money, guys, get money. Dobro jutro, brat. Dobro jutro, Alex. How you doing, man? Is that what you did? Get a full bag of SRP. Money gives you freedom, but happiness is up to individual. No. Gort, don't try to turn it around. Money makes you happy. Get money. Get money. Okay, guys, what are we gonna look at? We're gonna look at Bitcoin up here a little bit, and what's happening in Bitcoin. Bitcoin up here, so you can see this channel towards downside. Once we start dropping down, I drew this channel over here, and it does seem kind of nice, but it kind of isn't. But I'm gonna tell you why. So this channel up here, it already kind of broke-ish up here towards the upside. There is another pattern up here, the explosive, you know, shoe pattern up here that's being created, that I believe that this might actually go more towards the upside, because it's not dropping down anymore. We are also on some kind of support level like we were yesterday, but you know, you can definitely, you know, push it up a little bit more up here towards the upside. Up here you can see up here we are still breaking it, kind of right now pushing it towards the downside, but maybe there is another way to draw the triangle up here. Maybe something like this up here towards the upside up here, give or take. And then technically we are still not out of the bigger triangle. Maybe it's over all the way down there. Maybe it's something like this over here, give or take, you know. But we're still not out of the, we're still not out of this downtrending channel. Above the midline maybe, but not out of the channel. So I don't think this, you know, this downtrend over here, this last downtrend is actually done over here. So you can see up here the bigger downtrend over here is also not done yet. We're just, you know, hovering up here in the space, and we are not even above the midline, but there is some kind of bullishness being created on the charts, and that's this, you know, bullish shoe pattern up here that's being created, this move up here, and right now it does this, you know, thing up here. Oftentimes these things break towards the upside, so I would say that there is, you know, short term a possibility that we might actually go again towards the upside. There is again a bigger channel up here, so you know, just because you break towards the upside up here, not much is actually actually happened. But you know, in the short, very short term, I think that is, you know, decent probability to bounce a little bit more towards the upside. If you look at a 1 hourly time frame, that a little bit small bounce will only be up to the moving averages. Hopefully, if this bounce up here gets above the 10 and 20 moving average up here towards the upside, that might be very bullish. You can see here that we this 10 moving average, like we said, you know, we tried several times to get above it, 1, 2, 3, 4 times to get above 10 moving average. We failed that. Right now we went, you know, after 4 failed times, we went down into this you know, liquidity zone down here, and we came down to the wick itself, down to the support, and right now we're trying to bounce. So if this somehow manages to get above the 10-20 moving averages up here, you know, that might be actually very bullish. Here also above the midline up here, above 10-20 moving average, consolidation up here, and then out of the channel and towards the upside. So that's what we're looking at, right? That's what we're looking at. But you know, in the bigger picture up here, we are definitely on some kind of, you know, support levels up here, and if we start dropping these support levels, it might be actually a little bit, you know, ugly if that happens. So we don't want to have this move towards downside. We also don't want to have this in red. We don't want to have this in yellow. So this down move down here, but we are definitely on the support levels over here, and as long as the support levels hold and we can actually bounce from over here, that should be considered very bullish. Now the most bullish part up here is getting out of the channel above the 50 moving average. We are still not yet there. We are still not yet there, but you know, getting above something like, you know, 28.12 or something like that up here, that will be very extremely bullish for us. So we need to get to that point. Let me just make the you know, this yellow and you know, keep it yellow like this over here. I'm a bit underwater on the stupid R&D trade. You need to learn how to. Money is transferable energy. Exactly. Some real talk from PL. Stay broke, stay woke. True. Don't be ashamed to love money. Exactly. Don't be ashamed to love money, guys. Don't listen to other people telling you that, you know, money doesn't make you happy, this doesn't make you happy. They're trying to keep you down. Be against the, you know, river. Tell people, you know, I like money. It's okay. Money will make me happy. Believe it, because, you know, people will say, if you believe strongly enough, it will happen. So believe that money will make you happy, and money will make you happy. And even though there are a lot of rich people who say, money doesn't make you happy, there is a whole bunch of more rich people that are living good lives and are saying that, yeah, money makes me definitely 100% happy, you know. So, you know, be one of those guys. Be one of those guys that, you know, money makes you happy. There we go. And of course, just like we said, if you don't have a house is gonna make you happy. People might say, you know, house is not gonna make you happy, but there is a whole bunch of people with houses that are very happy, you know, and there is a whole bunch of people with, you know, girlfriends and wives that are very happy, you know. So, you know, as long as you believe, then you get the right kind of money, the right kind of house, the right kind of women, it will make you happy, guys. It will make you happy. So over here, Bitcoin up here right now, we turn a little bit green right now, 0.02% in green up here on the daily time frame. We want to bounce out of this support level up here. The support level is very important. I believe there is a good chance for that. We've been going down for a while over here. We are consolidating inside this box over here on the downside, and I think there is a very good chance to bounce over here. Now, we got a moons coming up very shortly. As you can see here, this on the daily chart. Let's go to another chart up here so we can see the moons better. We got a moons coming up very shortly. This is the full moon. This is the dump moon. Dump moon pushes us a little bit towards the downside. Right now up here, give or take somewhere around June up here, we are getting the new full moon, and you can see up here full moons. This was actually eclipse full moon, which we actually said was bad. This over here was a new eclipse moon, 20th of April. It started dumping on 19th of April, which is actually very bad. Eclipses are always bad. I don't know why eclipses are always bad. So this full moon failed to play out. We also said on 5th May, it might actually be a very bad full moon because it's eclipse full moon, so it does push us more towards downside. Right now we are having this dump moon, which is not dumping us that much towards downside. But over here, the next full moon, it's where is it? It's normal full moon. You see, full moon over here on May the 5th was full moon, but it was eclipse full moon. So it was very bad. We don't like eclipses, guys. Eclipses are, unless you're shorting, you do not want to see eclipse, right? And on the May 19th, we have full moon up here. Sorry, we had a new moon on May 19th, but over here we are getting the full moon and there is no eclipse, guys. On July 4th, there is no eclipse or anything like Venus at the greatest, some kind of Venus is some kind of place, doesn't matter. But there is no eclipses, guys. There is no eclipses on the next full moon, and it's happening on the 4th of June. 4th of June. we are having the next full moon. That's over here. Where is June? Guys, this is turning into a moon channel. I'm sorry about that, but you know, we are very close to that, you know, that full moon up here, and pushes us towards the upside. So there is no eclipse. There is no eclipse. Now, the worst kind of eclipse you want to see is one that's going to happen on October the 14th. October 14th, you get a new moon with annual solar eclipse. So you get a new moon with eclipse. These are always bad. Always bad. And I'm saying that this is gonna be the time that we dump big time. So a little bit before that, he's gonna go get into some kind of, you know, topping pattern, and you know, start going down towards some kind of support level, and then drop below the support level on this date, or it will be the top itself on this date as well. October 14. Remember the date, guys. Remember the date. October 14. We can go to Twitter and say, and I'm gonna go out limb and say October the 14th thing. Big dump. Big dump. Be prepared. Be prepared. There we go. I'm gonna go put this over here, and I'm gonna put it out there, and I'm gonna say, like, yeah, you know, October for big dump. I am taking the risk of, you know, putting it out there. We know the date. We always know dates. So the moons are real, guys. They're very much real. For some reason, I don't know, they play out very nicely. But we do have something like, you know, from July the 3rd, we are getting supermoon, second supermoon. Where is the third supermoon? And fourth supermoon. We are getting 4 supermoons between the July and October 14th. Remember, guys, between July 3rd of July and October the 14th, there will be huge pumps. That's what I'm looking at. That's the whole point of the moon analysis, figuring out when the stuff is gonna go up, when the elite is gonna start buying, when they will pump the markets, right? And we know the dates, we know the moons. We've been doing this for a while. If this fails, if this, you know, moon analysis fails, like, I'm gonna throw all of the moon analysis out of the window and never look at it again. Just like we stopped looking at DXY because we have been believing that DXY for some reason is correlated with Bitcoin. Inversely correlated with Bitcoin. And then one day it wasn't. And then we said, you know what? F this, man. It's not working, you know, and there is that. So if this analysis fails, if the supermoons fail, if the 4th of October 14 fails, if all of this fails, I'm gonna stop looking at I'm gonna stop looking at the moons, guys. I'm gonna stop looking at the moons. We like the lines, but moons very important. Moons are very important over here. So that's what we're looking at right now on the charts for over here, and we are looking for some kind of bounce over here. Let's see a little bit on daily time frame. Daily time frame, I came out down here, some kind of bottom at 40, so it is nice place to bounce on the daily. Yes, we are not getting these 30 RSI levels on the downside, but you know, these moves, you know, down to 40 can actually be very nice bounce places. On the weekly time frame, we did pull from you know, from this stop up here at 60, we did pull down to 54, something like that. And if you see back in time, let's find and go back in time a little bit up here. If you see back in time up here, let's do logarithmic chart so we can see this nicer up here. In an uptrend up here, right? In an uptrend up here, these things don't go that much towards downside over here, right? Over here, this just climbed all the way to 70 and then pulled back. But let's see up here. You can see up here in the very start up here, you know, 40, and then it was holding around 50 levels, right? So strong uptrend up here. Strong uptrend up here was holding around this, you know, this is 53 level up here, 53 level, 55 level, give or take. And what you're gonna see up here right now, that we are at that 53 level over here, right? So strong uptrend, you know, on the weekly time frame, do not have to go very low. You don't have to have this up here to, you know, have a nice bullish momentum. If you are only climbing towards the upside, the RSI will never come down to 30 levels. It will do this part up here at the top, right? Just like over here. So is this what's happening right now? I don't know, but there is, you know, we don't have to go down below 53. That's what I'm saying. We can go, but we don't have. So we are on the support line. We don't have to go down. We it can really nicely bounce. The daily RSI is, you know, not bottomed out, but it's at 40 levels. Weekly is at 53. You know, it looks okay. It looks okay. There is not much you can say about that, right? If you look at a weekly up here, it looks like you're gonna get a, you know, weekly cross up here on the MACD, but we are already on the weekly above the zero line up here. So yeah, are we gonna do something like this over here, or we just, you know, start bouncing over here towards upside? I don't know how this is gonna play out, but it looks like it's gonna a little bit cross. If we fall down, it might be big big drop, right? So we don't want to see that. But it's been going down for a while over here right now. It's been going down for a while right now, so I think right now over here could be very nice, you know, move towards upside into the, you know, June 3rd, that we might actually have a nice, you know, super moon pump eventually. But until June 1st, and June 1st is sorry, not June 1st, July 3rd up here, you know, there is still, you know, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 weeks left. 6-7 weeks left, so you know, a lot of stuff can happen up here. Like a lot of stuff can happen up here before we actually get into this July 3rd, before we actually start going towards upside, towards the, you know, October the 14th up here, October 14th, give or take, up here, right? A lot of happening until we get to this level up here, and then, you know, we drop down. So that's why, you know, so how this part up here is going to play out a little bit, you know, but hopefully it just does this and then, you know, pumps over here towards the upside. That might be that. Captain is in the chat. Captain, how you doing? Nice that you could stop by. Before the new moon, 22nd 11/22, it went down, and then it was the actual bottom. So also be aware in the period beforehand. 22nd 11/22. Over here, 22nd 11/22. Now, but on the over here, if you look at the moons over here, down here, right? This is the 22nd 11, right? Yeah, that's the bottom that we called, right? It went down on the bottom, you know. But it's a little bit different. You remember 22nd 11/22, like planets aligning, right? So we call that because the planets aligning. We didn't have the moons, we had the planets. So we said that, you know, something very, you know, special is gonna happen on that date. And now looking in retrospect, you know, planets, you know, switching to that, you know, line, and then starting the new ring, you know, might have been some kind of change that's going to happen. But, you know, it's been going down for a very long time, so assuming that 22nd is going to be the bottom, might have been the case, right? Now, the reason we think that the 14th October is going to be a dump date is because we have, you know, 4 months, July, August, September, October, 3-4 months. We have this space over here of supermoons. We got supermoons. We got supermoons 1, 2, 3, 4. We got 1, 2, 3, 4. We got 4 supermoons, and unless this, you know, for whatever reason goes towards upside here and starts dumping over here from downside, it looks like just gonna go into constellation. And supermoons, these are full moon supermoons. These are not micromoons. They are supermoons and full moons. Just like over here, we had the supermoons up here. That are often very, very strong support levels, and we often very much bounce from these levels. So I'm looking at supermoons. The supermoons means we're gonna bounce, and then October, you know, new moon, October 14, new moon, eclipse, you know, yeah, there is no other way to go than down, right? So that's gonna be the top. So, you know, that's how I'm looking at it. June 1st, final day you can take cash out of Binance in Australia. Final day. Binance is always under attack. Yeah, that's gonna continue going on. That is that. One more thing I wanted to talk about was Pulse Chain. If you don't know, Pulse Chain is out. A lot of people talking about Pulse Chain, and people who sacrificed got Pulse Chain for 0.0001 dollar, and right now it's at 0.002 dollars. So it's up like 100% since, you know, since they bought it. PLX also, people who sacrificed got it for 0.001 dollar, and you can see down here it's a whole bunch of times. No, 0.0001. I don't know. It's 0.89x of. We can zoom in a little bit up here. Can we zoom in? Can you see this? Yeah, I can see this. So where is it? Over here. Right now, PLS is the price of PLS is 0.889 times of SEC price. So it's down by 15% of the SEC price, while the Pulse Chain is up 2.0% of sacrifice price. So pulse chain is up 2x, while the pulse X is down. And I think the reason it's down is because a lot of people are saying selling pulse X to get pulse chain. There is also incentive token. Incentive token, you could not sacrifice for incentive token. This is for farming. So if you got a pulse chain or PLX, or you throw the liquidity into the chain, you get this incentivized token, and the incentivized token right now 53, but I don't know how much you get it. But I was looking into a little bit about farming, about staking and stuff like that, and you can actually lose a lot of money on that kind of thing. If it doesn't play out the right way, you can lose because what you do, you put liquidity into a pair, and then if that one side of that pair can actually go down, you can lose entire side of the pair and stuff like that, right? Doesn't matter. I'm not really into that, but they have this incentivized token. And Hex is down by a bunch because on Pulse Chain it's up a little bit, but on up here it is down by a whole bunch. Over here is when the Pulse Chain got launched. Let me just clear up this up here. This is where the Pulse Chain launched, and after that it went down 50%, and it's still bleeding towards the downside because right now it's you literally doubled the amount of hacks on chains. So that is that. We gotta know, Alif, you're a little bit late. What about debt ceiling situation in the US and the fact that it might affect the markets? Well, if the debt ceiling does in fact doesn't get raised, there will be panic in the markets, of course. We know that. My prediction is they're gonna rise the debt ceiling. My prediction is they're gonna rise. They're at least not gonna crash the they're at least not gonna default on the debt ceiling this summer. I don't see it right now. It might happen, but I don't see it right now. And this is just talk to get people scared and stuff like that. They're gonna default, and they don't default, and we pump towards the upside, right? So when it happens, it's gonna be like almost sudden kind of thing. They will use that FUD to bring a nice dip. Yeah, so maybe they're doing that, Gord. Exactly. Maybe they're just using this debt FUD to push the price a little bit down so they can buy the dip, and then okay, we are not defaulting and everything goes up, right? So that is that. My bet is on default. This time will be different. It might be that you might I don't know. I really don't know whether we're gonna default or not. But the way I see it, I don't think that it will be default. I don't think that it will be default, because if they default, they crash the markets, and I don't think the market they are quite ready to crash the markets just yet. Just yet. They will crash the markets, but not just yet. Soon, but not just yet. I think so. Debt ceiling will be increased. Yeah, I think so. More. I think. Yeah, we don't know. We'll see. I guess. Yeah, we'll see. But I just from some kind of trader's perspective, it would be nice if they, all of this talk about debt ceiling getting defaulted, they're talking about blah blah blah, and then suddenly, we just increased it and everything goes up, right? That seems nice. You get a nice little dip and everything goes to the moon. So right now we are also getting the super moon. So how can you default on the super moons, guys? How can you default on super moons? You cannot default on super moons. You can default in October or next year or something like that. How often is debt ceiling raised per year? 14 times from 2020, so almost once a year. When is next time debt ceiling? I don't know what to. I don't know what search for. I don't know what search for. Nothing surprises me in this space anymore, though. Good, you've come to a new level. If the full 0.1%, great buying opportunity to buy cheap crypto. I think default might happen after a halving. I think everything is gonna go up until the halving. After after the halving, but after a halving, yeah, I think there might be a chance, to have a crash. We could default or crash anyway. Before the printer is turned back on, before the supermoons. Before the supermoons, but the supermoons are starting on July. Yeah, I mean, that could happen. We could default and then have a massive dump down here. When next debt sealing decision or something like that. I don't know. Congress traveled to this May 21 as debt ceiling deadline. This is from May 19th. The US key takers. The US government could exhaust the ability money as early as June 1st without a debt ceiling extension. So June 1st is a very important date. Dividing powers and control of Congress related questions. Let's take pause on May 19th. So June 1st, they're gonna decide. June 1st, they're gonna decide. So this up here thing, it's very, very close. June 1st. This is only like, you know, a week, you know, less than a week, 4 or 5 days left until they have to decide, right? And if they decide, I mean, this could definitely drop down over here right now, right? But we already did the move down here, and we are not actually all over there. We are actually over here. I mean, if that ceiling does happen, we could see definitely a dump in the markets. I would consider that a buying opportunity. Like the Button said. The central plan said we could default or crash anyway before the printer is turned back on before the supermoons. So yeah, that, I mean, before the supermoons, yeah, that could happen. Like if they default over here, we still have a, 1 month time. June, July, where is July? Over here, yeah, like over here, like over the default, we go down, get some nice dip and then pump. 5K by June 8th. Yeah, that might happen. Maybe crypto save is gonna be right about 3K, guys. Yeah, just a huge drop down here and then V-shaped recovery. Then we make millionaires. We're all Satoshi. Crypto unicorn is back in the chat. How you doing, man? So I don't know how it's gonna play out, but watch the debt ceiling. Watch how the price develops. It is at support level, and support levels should hodl, hopefully, especially these big ones. If you look at a weekly time frame up here, we have 20 moving average up here. Can we dump down? I mean, definitely can. I mean, stuff can happen. Debt ceiling can be moved, can be they can default. And I think I read somebody that said some kind of big Wall Street shot. If debt ceiling is defaulted, then we market drop by 50%. But what does that mean? Markets drop by... You gotta understand this, guys. Normal people will hear stuff like this, If we default, markets will drop by 50%. And everybody gets into fear, right? But what happens after that 50% drop? Does it drop another 50%? Does it drop another 100%? Do markets die? No. If it drops 50%, it's the end. If they say that means that you have to sell now to avoid the 50% drop if they default and then buy the dip. Because if you hodl through the 50% drop, it's not dead, it's done, right? So there is that. Okay, guys, wife is back at home. We talked about a lot of stuff over here today. Thank you for stopping by. I'm gonna go and do something else. And, I'll see you around, guys. I'll see you around. The moons are coming, guys. Super moons are coming. Money will make you happy. Wife will make you happy. Stuff that people tell you is not gonna make you happy will actually, in fact, make you happy. They're just trying to keep you poor. I'm gonna go and do stuff. Guys, thank you for stopping by. See you tomorrow, same time. Hopefully not this same place. Hopefully not the same time. Bye. Enjoy. Where is the outro? 4,600 Bitcoin at 12K waiting to be transacted. Highest level orders booked since. Yeah, Abby, I can tell you one thing about that. I remember asking Richard Hard. I asked Richard Hard about this. It was a long time ago, before hacks. I told him, yeah, but there are huge orders of Bitcoin around 2K. When we are going down into 3K, and he said there is always huge orders down there. Doesn't mean that they get hit, right? There is always huge orders below at some levels, right? There is huge order at 2K, at 1K, at 500. There was huge when we were going down to 3K in the 2018-19. There is huge orders below down, and I was like, yeah, but there are so much huge orders down there. Is the price going? Yeah, he said like, There is always huge orders down below, because if it doesn't go down, they get, you know, picked up. But, you know, the price doesn't go to these huge orders just because there are huge orders there. The huge orders are not a magnet. You know, there is that. Joy life more important than money. No, money. Money is really gonna make you a nice life. Very true. Okay, guys, that's it. Bye-bye.